Now on Coast TV News.
Labor Day travel, what Coast business owners and people are saying about the busy holiday weekend.
Worcester County has plans to increase pedestrian safety near the roads.
A new overpass to make driving through the intersection of routes 1 and 16 easier, what DelDOT says about the progress.
And seeing much cooler temperatures on the peninsula today, tracking a threat for some showers and storms through the overnight, and a look at that all-important Labor Day weekend forecast in minutes.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
The last holiday of the summer, how this one weekend can benefit businesses for months. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with Labor Day travel.
Cars passing by and people lining the stores, that's going to be the scene this weekend on the coast. AAA says to avoid peak travel time, which is from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is in the newsroom. Brandon, it is a tale of two opinions about people coming to us this Labor Day weekend.
Business owners on the coast are going to love this weekend, but for people who live on the coast, that's a different story.
Busy traffic flowing, and this noise is what you're going to hear a lot of this Labor Day weekend. AAA says a record number of people will travel on highways, and with all this traffic on the coast, business owners like Chad Miller talked with us about their sales.
With this being the last weekend, we are all hoping it's going to be very strong.
But for people who live here, it's time to expect the worst.
Really intense. It's going to be the beach crawl, just go with the flow.
All this upcoming traffic is causing headaches for people on the coast, but putting smiles on business owners.
When this many cars are on the road, make sure to plan for heavy traffic. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brandon. Travel experts are predicting lots of cars on the road and planes in the sky. AAA is expecting a 9% increase in Labor Day travel compared to last year. Drivers are finding gas prices much cheaper than 1 year ago. Delaware gas average of $3.18 is nearly 50 cents cheaper than this time last year. Today and tomorrow, along with Labor Day Monday, are expected to be the busiest days on the road.
And this takes us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how early do you tend to make your travel plans? Let's take a look at the results.
On your screen here, it looks like it's about an even split, three-way tie. 28% saying weeks ahead, 28% saying last minute, 28% saying no plans at all.
You know what? I think that's actually a pretty good mix of the different kinds of people that everybody tends to be. You can go vote if you want to on coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Riding a bike is supposed to be fun, healthy, and a safe way to travel, but in Worcester County, some places have cyclists uncomfortably close to cars that are driving by. That's why Worcester County Public Works officials are looking to add more lanes to the area. They recently completed a bicycle pedestrian path study that proposes the development of a hiking and biking trail on Route 611 from Route 50 to Assateague State Park. Something one vacationer says would be a great addition for everyone.
Actually, I'm riding a bike. I like to run, and of course gonna be safe. I don't think somebody else gonna tell something different.
Worcester County is looking for public input on the proposed new path before they move forward.
Traffic cones can be seen on the intersection of Route 1 and 16 near Brogkill Road as construction crews work on a project to make an easier way for cars to cross that intersection. This project looks to improve traffic flow and reduce crashes. It started back in 2022 and looks to wrap up at the end of 2025. DelDOT Communications Director C.R. McLeod is optimistic of this new overpass.
It's been an intersection that has long been a problem in terms of crashes, and this new interchange will really help to improve safety and traffic flow at this critical intersection along Route 1 in Sussex County.
The project in total will cost $23 million. An overhead warning system is going to be installed on the Mispillion Bridge in Milford. The bridge on South Rehoboth Boulevard reopened last August after being closed for several months due to large trucks repeatedly crashing into it. DelDOT says the new warning system, also known as clankers, is designed to stop big trucks from hitting the bridge and causing damage. There's no set date yet for installation, but DelDOT confirms it will be in the near future.
The name clankers is perfect. Let's take a live look outside in the Dover area. We need to check in with our First Alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobuono. Chris, what sort of weather are we expecting as we head towards the weekend?
Hey there, Charlie. Yeah, well, it's going to be a bit unsettled through the weekend. Not a complete washout, but check this out. We are some 10 to 21 degrees cooler than where we were at this time yesterday when we saw temperatures in the 90s, right? Dealing with that heat and humidity. Well, we've been socked in with the cloud cover throughout most of the peninsula, especially across portions of Sussex County. And we are seeing temperatures right now in the 70s across most of the area. You can see temperatures 77 there in Reading, 79 in portions of Seaford. And at the coast, we're in the low 70s, 72 there, Rehoboth Beach, all thanks to a persistent east wind, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now, the clouds are beginning to thin out, seeing some sunshine back off to the west and well off to the west across portions of D.C. and the Appalachians. Severe weather breaking out. We have this stalled out front. We're on the cool side of this front. Heat and humidity back off to the west. Now, over the next few hours, expecting dry conditions, but some of those showers and storms could make their way into the peninsula after about 10 o'clock tonight. We'll track those storms on Futurecast and have a look at that all-important Labor Day weekend forecast here in just a little bit. Mallory?
Thank you, Chris. It was just over a week ago, on August 18th, that ocean waves broke through a dune on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. Now, a local chapter of a beach activism group, the Surfrider Foundation, is calling on Delaware officials to address the hazardous conditions there. The Surfrider Foundation says with the fall hurricane and winter storm season approaching, it fears the erosion will only get worse if the conditions are not addressed. The weak dune system has caused flooding on Route 1, which severely affects travel, and if this becomes a frequent problem, Surfrider says it could impact tourism and how people get to and from work. Dunes are the coast town's first line of defense from flooding.
On a good day here, when the beach is in good shape, you'll have 100 surfers in the water. There are campgrounds nearby, so there's a lot of campers and fishermen that use the beach. Everyone who cherishes this spot is being impacted by the erosion, and when conditions were better, this was an incredibly popular spot to go to.
Surfrider is asking that the meeting be announced in advance and held on a weekday evening and located near the Indian River Inlet. They also suggest that it be streamed online.
With polls giving her a razor-thin edge, Vice President Harris prepares to sit down for her first interview as a presidential nominee. This as she and running mate Governor Walz hope to make inroads in Georgia. On the Republican side, former President Trump and Senator J.D. Vance are barnstorming in other battleground states. As Bree Jackson reports, Labor Day typically seen as the unofficial start of the home stretch of a presidential election.
Both presidential campaigns crisscrossing the country.
You listen to both sides, you weigh their records, you weigh their plans, and then you vote.
Vice President Kamala Harris and running mate Tim Walz on the ground in Georgia, sending a message that the battleground state is in play by holding events in areas outside of Democrat-heavy Atlanta. The duo is moving from the trail to the hot seat for their first sit-down interview.
I think she should have done this without anybody sitting next to her.
Most polls show Vice President Harris slightly leading Trump in key states. Still, many Americans are getting to know where Harris and Walz stand on key issues.
As an educator myself, I would definitely love to hear what are some policies as it relates to education.
I think most important is abortion rights for females. Yeah, I think that's one of the major issues right now conflicting most of our country.
Others are skeptical about Harris's policy stance toward the war in Gaza.
Saying these vague promises of either which way, but then not contributing to anything meaningful right now as a vice president kind of makes me a little worried.
Tonight, Harris and Walz will attempt to ease voters' concerns during their televised interview, while Trump and Vance make their case on the campaign trail. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Missouri Zoo has some exciting new changes.
Cloudy look into Laurel, where temperatures are around 76 degrees. We are going to see a few scattered showers and storms work their way onto the peninsula later on this evening. We'll track those and have a look at your Labor Day forecast here in just a bit.
First, coming up, a sweet treat that is changing lives in the nation's summer capital. That is the subject of our new series called Coastal Connections. We'll be right back.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Swipe into end of summer fun with a new Toyota. Like I never left.
Right now, get a new Tacoma SR5 with low 4.99 APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
When MAGA extremists took away our rights, Kyle Evans-Gay took action.
Kyle fought for her daughters and ours in the state Senate, delivering the strongest abortion protections in Delaware history.
She took on the NRA to ban assault weapons and protect our communities.
Led on securing our vote and our democracy.
I'm Kyle Evans-Gay, and I'm running for lieutenant governor because a new generation will champion reproductive freedom and fight for our families. Let's do this, Delaware.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Back here in Ann Arbor, beautiful night for some football. Ready to rock. Here are the big guys.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
You want to change how your patients see the world.
I want to change how the world sees my patients.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Extend summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with a new Camry, RAV4 Hybrid, Highlander, BZ4X Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma.
Buy a Tundra now with low 1.99 APR financing for 48 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Ice cream is a summer staple along the coast. And did you know the newest shop in Rehoboth Beach is raising money for a great cause and changing lives with every single scoop? That is the subject of this Coastal Connections.
Connor Watson is the first employee on shift at Uncle David's Ice Cream.
Give me a smile.
The store is named after David Sampson, the brother-in-law of Dennis Deal and brother of Dennis's wife, Sharon Lee.
He was my inspiration. He was just a sweet and gentle person.
Like Connor, David had Down syndrome, and so do the employees at Rehoboth's newest ice cream shop who work alongside support staff.
Our point is to raise awareness for people with Down syndrome, and here we're putting them front and center where people can see them working and how good they are.
Awesome.
Everything in this store is set up to help those with Down syndrome succeed. Take a look here. There are corresponding numbers to each ice cream flavor. That's because managers tell me numbers are typically easier for those with Down syndrome to work with.
On that same note, Uncle David's deals with dollars, not change, and is a walk-up window only for safety.
Number 22.
It's a legacy for a beloved brother
Dennis.
And a future for people just like Connor.
This is going to be the happiest ice cream store in Rehoboth.
Scooping up opportunities on Rehoboth Avenue. For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
Coastal Connections is sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for Baths by Spicer Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-GOLD-FUR. FHFur.com.
Reel in big bucks at Ocean Downs with Hooked on Cash. 5 players will be drawn to go fishing. 3 will land free play, and 2 will net $5,000 cash. Earn entries daily and more on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Success isn't just about money. It's about finding your purpose, building something you're passionate about, empowering people, and creating joy for others. We serve happiness. And great success is built on great relationships. That's why 15 years ago, I partnered with County Bank. County Bank believed in my vision. They helped me expand my business to new heights. Their commitment to personalized service, innovative solutions, and strong community ties makes County Bank the perfect partner for my journey to success.
Where legendary locals bank. County Bank, member FDIC.
Get the CoastTV News app. The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Governor Carney trusts Bethany Hall Long to be our next governor. As Lieutenant Governor, Bethany fought to protect abortion rights, passed an assault weapons ban, and made historic investments in education to improve our schools. That's why she's been endorsed by the Delaware Democratic Party. And why Governor Carney said Bethany has the right experience to be our next governor and the vision to build a bright future for all Delawareans. On September 10th, vote Bethany Hall Long for governor.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Well, hope everyone's Thursday has been off to a great start. We're gearing up here for the Labor Day weekend. Here's a live look into Ocean City. Some folks venturing out in the water. Keep in mind, moderate risk of rip currents here over the next day. We did have some fog across Ocean City earlier. That has since burned off. Temperature 74. Still on the muggy side, despite the cooler temperatures that we're seeing throughout much of the peninsula. And you can see we're some 10 to 21 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. Georgetown, where we saw temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. Now, right now, we are in the 70s, lower 70s at the coast, mid to upper 70s away from the coast. And as I mentioned, that persistent east wind off the ocean, we've seen gusts anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. Also, humidity still there, but tolerable. In fact, humidity levels are going to be rising through the weekend. Small craft advisory up through 6 a.m. Friday. There's a severe thunderstorm watch back off to the west. We don't have that to contend with. Clouds are beginning to thin out. You see this boundary off to the south? We're back toward cold front. We're on the cooler side of it. Hot and humid back off to the west. You can see the showers and storms firing up. In fact, take a look at these temperatures. The disparity here, 81 in Cambridge, 93 Charleston, so 90s just off to our southwest. Late showers and storms possible later tonight through the overnight. Don't be surprised if you awaken by a rumble of thunder. Weekend itself won't be a washout, muggy with afternoon storm chances, but our Labor Day is looking fantastic. We will see cloud cover, showers and storms arrive after about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, so we will see a temperature of 70, so a mild and muggy night. Futurecast shows those storms rolling through 11:30. Millsboro seeing the heavy rain, and then by the coast around 1:30, downpours likely, and then could see a few residual showers into your Friday. Still cool, though, Friday, looking at lower 80s, maybe inland. Most of us are going to be in the 70s, and then we do see warmer trend by Saturday. Saturday and Sunday are looking drier, but we do have that afternoon shower and storm threat. So afternoon tomorrow, most of us going to stay in the 70s. Could see a few 80s back off to the eastern shore with an isolated storm chance. East winds at about 10 to 15. As I mentioned, moderate risk of rip currents tomorrow. Waves anywhere between 2 to 3 feet. Ocean City 75, and we do dry things out. Saturday, most of Saturday will be dry. Storm chances arrive later in the afternoon and the early evening. Lewis 84 Saturday and hot and muggy on Sunday, 88 degrees before that front moves through. And when that front moves through Sunday into Monday, we are going to feel it as humidity crashes into Monday. Early look at your Labor Day. As I mentioned, looking fantastic, expecting mostly sunny skies, lower humidity levels, and temperatures right around 80. In fact, most of the eastern half of the country, as we enter the first week of September, below average temperatures. So we do see 88 on Sunday. Keep the shower and storm threat in place through the weekend. Labor Day looking fantastic. And then fall-like temperatures move into the peninsula. Overnight lows dipping back into the 50s next week.
Thank you, Chris. Here's something you saw first on the CoastTV News app. A woman is facing criminal and traffic charges following a months-long investigation into a Bay Bridge crash back in January. Police say Gwendolyn Persina of Chester was driving a blue Honda Civic at high speeds, leading to a 23-car pileup on the westbound span of the bridge. One person suffered life-threatening injuries and several others were hurt. Authorities have now charged Persina with driving under the influence, driving on a suspended license, and other offenses. She was taken into custody yesterday and is being held at the Queen Anne's County Detention Center.
The 2024-2025 Delaware hunting season, it kicks off on Sunday. That's September 1st, with archery and crossbow deer hunting, as well as resident Canada goose and mourning dove seasons. Coyote season opens Monday, September 2nd, and early teal season starts Saturday, September 14th. This year, hunters can now pursue game birds on Sundays, and there's a new special deer season at the end of September for youth and non-ambulatory adults. Be sure to check the updated Delaware Hunting and Trapping Guide for all of the latest regulations and dates.
And here's some heartwarming news. The Salisbury Zoo just became the first attraction on Maryland's Eastern Shore to get sensory inclusive certified. The zoo is now fully equipped to make visits more comfortable for those with sensory sensitivities. From fidget tools to noise-canceling headphones, they've got it all. So if the crowds or sounds get a bit wild, the zoo's got you covered.
Coming up, bridge boost. Efforts to rebuild the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge begin with a big check. Stay tuned on CoastTV News at 5.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County. Whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
The floor is lava.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math. It's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
Celebrate Labor Day with huge savings at Preston Ford.
Get $12,000 of savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s.
Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Labor Day weekend is the best time to upgrade your ride at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, we've got thousands of in-stock flooring solutions for every room. Now during our Labor Day sale, enjoy 50% off Mart-wide and 0% financing up to 36 months. Carpet and Tile Mart, where even when the floor is lava, your savings are solid.
Son, your house looks and smells great. I finally took your advice, Dad. Dry Zone was professional, fast, and reasonably priced. Just like I said. Yes, Dad. They fixed up our crawl space, so no more buckling, cracking, or musty odors.
Like I said.
Yes, Dad, like you said.
Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best.
Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Home prices across the country hit a record high on the S&P Case-Shiller Index in June. According to the report released today, on a 3-month running average, prices were nationally 5.4% higher than the same month last year. However, that growth is less than the 5.9% increase seen in May. New York City saw the biggest increase with prices up 9% in June, while Portland, Oregon saw the lowest as prices jumped just 0.8%. When looking at large markets over the last 5 years, low price tiers saw prices rise faster than the overall market. All of this growth occurred as mortgage rates jumped to nearly 7.5% in April for a 30-year loan. That number has now fallen back to around 6.5%.
The Maryland Transportation Authority Board has approved a $73 million contract to kick off the rebuild of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge. The design contract awarded to Kiewit Infrastructure, a leading construction and engineering firm. This marks the start of Phase 1, focusing on pre-construction services and design, expected to take about 12 months. Phase 2 is set to follow shortly after that. Coming up soon, the Shore Living Expo. The events celebrate health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. You can visit a variety of businesses along the coast that show just what the peninsula has to offer. As you can see on your screen, the event takes place September 7th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Coast TV News at 5 will be right back.
When you're obese, you know, right? And you know the world sees you as this, but when you hear that, hey, you need to lose weight, you're like, but how? You feel trapped.
It's intimidating, and it's a really hard decision for the patient to make to proceed with weight loss surgery. Most people don't have enough information about the safety and the effectiveness of weight loss surgery.
I know that I can reach out to any person here at BP, and I can get the support that I need.
The biggest mattress savings are happening right now. The Labor Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic has something for everyone. With the area's largest selection of the best name brand mattresses. Find incredible savings on Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and Purple. And you'll sleep easy with free local delivery on premium mattresses. Change your mattress, change your life. Don't miss the Labor Day mattress sale. Going on now at Johnny Janasic's Mattress World.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, get a new Tacoma SR5 with low 4.99 APR financing. Or lease one for just $279 a month for 36 months.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota, let's go places.
The Shorebird Summer is coming to a close on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch their last home series live. From the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Salem Red Sox tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live, only on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Celebrate Labor Day with huge savings at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Millsboro. Save over $6,000 off of MSRP on a 2024 Grand Cherokee Limited. Or save over $5,000 off MSRP on a 2024 Jeep Gladiator Sport S. And that's just some of the deals. See our whole selection of hundreds of Jeeps online at millsborocdjr.com. So join us for all the excitement right here during the Labor Day sales event at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Cars cost less with Preston.
What started as a routine traffic stop on Coastal Highway turned into an act of compassion this week. The Bethany Beach Police Department says Corporal Andrew Rogers stopped a speeding car Wednesday morning and saw a child lying unrestrained in the back seat. The mother who was driving the car explained that she was using a family member's car without a car seat due to unforeseen circumstances. Instead of giving her a ticket, Corporal Rogers arranged for a free car seat and helped install it. For all the details, head to our website, CoastTV.com.
Well, it's been a cool and cloudy day on the peninsula. Temperatures right now in Salisbury in the 70s, and we're going to stay in the low 70s, mostly cloudy skies. Watching for a few showers after about 10 this evening. Call 443-880-9100 for your latest forecast at any time. And your Paul Davis 10-day shows unsettled conditions through your Labor Day weekend. Not a complete washout. Labor Day itself looking fantastic.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.